Dusek is looking wild. A Playboy coming back. Dusek is really riled. A little gimpy on one leg. He got the Cobra on him, on that man right there. And the champion checking the time. Incidentally, speaking of time, we have all the time in the world left up until the end of the show. No more timeouts. You'll not be taking any breaks, so stay right with us. Bell has rung. Dusek coming around the referee, Sandy Barr. Wrestling at Salem this week. That is Stasiak and Savage going against Sheepherders. I want to see that one myself. So I'll be down there. I hope to meet a lot of you. Down at the state's capitol. Rose in and quickly runs for a corner. Dusek catches him. Unloads one right hand, then another. And suplex drop. He wrapped him up. The only thing is that Frank was as hurt as much by it as was Rose. Rose now takes him up in the air, off balance. Covered with a body press. 1, 2, and no. Oh, it was close. Whip. Dusek caught, but comes over the top. And almost had that victory roll. Rolls him up in an inside cradle. Takes him over, and this could be it. 2 and no. And goes after him with a grapevine. Dusek has Buddy Rose in a grapevine. Rose refusing to submit. He was throwing judo chops into the rib cage, the abdominal stretch of the grapevine, and handful of hair in the right motion with the body. Kind of a whipping motion with the hips got Dusek flying over the top, thrown off the hold. They trade punches. Now the whip. Rose comes off but catches Dusek with his head down. The kick. Now going after Dusek. He was trying to give him the Billy Robinson backbreaker, but the feet of Dusek hit Barr and knocked him down. Now going up on the top turnbuckle. Piper out of the dressing room, shoves Rose forward. Piper, and now Piper ducks down. Bass coming up behind Piper. Bass came up behind Piper. That Cobra hold is on. Dusek with the Cobra hold. Bass pulling Rose out of the ring. He's being counted on. Now it, Bass.
Stop at 10. I want this man fined. I want him fined $500 right here. You had no business out here, Papa.
The count is going on Rose. $19 and $20. Dusek will win the championship. Dusek will win the championship. Now we will have to get a ruling. Sandy Barr isn't sure what happened, but he knows when he turned around.
In 3 minutes and 38 seconds.
Dusek wins the title.
Piper interfered. Piper interfered. There should have been a disqualification. Piper interfered. I win the match.
Hey, Frank Bonilla. Last week, the sheep hunters were fined $500 for interfering in a match. I demand right now But this man right here is fined $500 and suspended also. This man had no reason being out there in the match. But what happens, like I've been telling you all along, Frank Bottomer, anything these geeks want to do, they get by with it. He even got a match awarded to him. He didn't get fined. He gets a match awarded to him. What is happening around here? It's not right, boy.
All right. You want to fine me $500, then that's just fine. But for $500, brother, next Saturday they ought to throw the four of us in, and we ought to get $500 worth. And I'll pay it. Let's just make it, or don't you have any guts at all, man?
I'll tell you how much gut I got, Popper. You put the name on the line, boy, and we'll be out here, and we're going to teach you, you pretty boys. We're going to teach you something, Popper. I've got a vendetta. I've seen people get things that they wanted. I've seen favorites around here, but it's not going to happen anymore, Popper. I'm going to see to it that you get hurt. And Frank Dusek, son, you done stuck your nose into something you shouldn't have got into either, brother. I can tell you right now, once you get the big bass man standard up, you're going to have some dues to pay. Both you and Popper.
Okay, I'll tell you something then, man. Next Saturday, we'll just make it, and it'll be a matter of mind over matter. We don't mind, and you don't matter. Piper interfered in the match.
He wins the match,
I was just going to come down for the coup de grace, and Piper runs in, puts his hand in my gluteus maximus and gives me a shove. Bass just came out to see that there was justice. You never saw Bass first, you saw Piper. This is the way it always is.
If it would have been me first, what would have happened? Would have been fined?
That's right.
Would have lost the match? Would have been suspended?
Right.
What happens now?
Right. They always do this. It's Piper or Savage or Stasiak or somebody always running in. We never run in first. So, you two against us two next week. Piper Dusek against you and I. Okay. Nobody's going to run in then, brother. And then there'll be no excuses. I'll take Dusek and you take Piper, brother.
Okay. I can tell you what, Buddy Rose. I've sat back and I've watched things happen and I ain't like none of it. I mean, I ain't liked it from the start. Now, we see these little goody-goodies get by with actually anything that they want to do. Well, I'll tell you what. Next Saturday night, yes, we'll give you the match. But I'm going to tell you something. It's not going to be something of beauty like you want. It's not going to be something... What was their saying? We don't matter or something like that?
They don't mind, we don't matter.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you something, Roddy Popper. Frank Dusek, you'll think we don't matter when we get done with you next week.
Piper, you stuck your nose in. You did it first. Now we finish it like we did Martel.
Well, the final decision.